This is The Locker Room on News 3.
Hello and welcome inside our award-winning Locker Room show, sponsored by your Hampton Road Chevy dealers. I am Adam Winkler. Megan Plain will be along shortly with a celebration of state supremacy. Two, actually. But we begin with college football. Previously, we've spotlighted the incredible coaching cradle that is the William & Mary football program. Hall of Famers and some of the biggest and best names in the sport, past and present, have walked the sidelines at the college in Williamsburg. Tonight, an update on the Tribe's tradition, specifically centered around three current head coaches in two different leagues with one common denominator. Wooden benches can be found at the entrance to William & Mary's football facility, a building named after longtime head coach Jimmy Laycock. But benches are for sitting still. And during his 39-year head coaching career, Laycock didn't have a whole lot of time for that.
You know, a coach told me one time, he said, a lot of people think college coaching is getting on a plane with a briefcase and then flying all around the country. It's a whole lot different than that.
But now Laycock is retired, and one of his former assistant coaches, Mike London, led the Tribe to its most wins since 2015 this year. But just because Laycock has stepped away, it does not mean he's done spending time with his players on the field.
But I could barely ever watch pro football, much less hope to go to the games. I saw they were playing the Bills, and I said, well, that's probably a no-brainer. If I'm going to go to one, that's probably the one I ought to go to.
Sunday night, with two of his four children by his side, Laycock was on hand as the Pittsburgh Steelers squared off with the Buffalo Bills. The first matchup in NFL history between two teams coached by former college teammates.
Hey, he give you any advice?
The alma mater of Buffalo's Sean McDermott and Pittsburgh's Mike Tomlin, William & Mary, where they played for Jimmy Laycock.
Just to seeing those guys and being so proud of what they've accomplished and seeing them in that role made me very proud.
With their victory in Pittsburgh Sunday night, Coach McDermott and the Bills clinched an NFL playoff spot. The Steelers and Mike Tomlin, they can reach the postseason by winning their final two games. But this year, Coach Laycock, he's got one more playoff pupil. Joe Brady, the passing game coordinator for college football's top-ranked LSU Tigers, he's not only a former coach here at William & Mary, he's a former player too.
It was very evident to me he had a great future in coaching. Now, predicting what he's done right now, no.
The 30-year-old Brady, whom Laycock hired immediately after his playing career was complete, recently won the Broyles Award, given to college football's top assistant coach. In his first season at LSU, Brady not only groomed the Heisman Trophy winner, LSU QB Joe Burrow, he helped transform the Tigers' offense into the most explosive unit in college football.
I see plays I recognize, and I see plays that even we were running with Coach Laycock here.
Bo Revel, currently William & Mary's inside linebackers coach, a job Brady held just 5 years ago, was the starting tight end for the Tribe when Brady was a scrappy, seldom-used receiver, catching 3 passes in 4 seasons from 2009 to 2012.
And he was the kind of guy, honestly, with his academics and his major, he could have done whatever he wanted in his life. Business school guy, very smart.
But Brady is using his William & Mary experience to succeed in the corporate world. It just happens to be in Jimmy Laycock's family business.
I got 4 kids, but I may have about 1,000 others, whatever like that, when you start thinking about all those players.
William & Mary, the world-class university in Williamsburg, famous for its rigorous liberal arts and sciences curriculum, is becoming just as renowned for grooming high-caliber coaches.
And that's why you came here. Part of the allure of this was that, well, I want to be a football in my life somehow. Maybe it's front office, coaching, playing. This can give me that path.
You think about, winning games and winning championships, but you're also looking at how you can influence people's lives. So one of my goals, or probably my main goal, was to have a football program that was comparable in reputation to the university. And I think we probably did that.
Indeed. So perhaps those benches outside the Jimmy Laycock Football Center are for the building's namesake to take his seat among the premier pigskin mentors in all of football. Joe Brady and LSU take on Oklahoma 1 week from tomorrow in the college football playoff semifinals. With a win, the Tigers play for the national title.